Hey everyone, welcome to our first episode of Let's Talk Books. We're going to start a new series here on our channel where I will review books. I'm hoping to do it on a weekly basis. So I'll have a weekly video on the books that I am reading. So the first one that we're going to talk about is called Whalefall by Daniel Kraus. Corey is behind the camera here. He's going to kind of do an interview format with me and ask me some questions about the books that I am reviewing for you. So again, this one's called Whalefall. I think this falls into the thriller science fiction category. A little brief synopsis about this book. I will keep it brief because I don't want these videos to get crazy long. I just want to give you guys, a good overview of the book and whether or not you think you will pick it up and read it for yourself. But this book is about a teenage boy. He's 17 years old, I believe, and he has learned diving all of his life. His father was a diver, so he decides to go looking for his dead father's remains and gets swallowed by a sperm whale in the process. So there's a lot of scientific lingo in the book that was way over my head, I'll be honest with that, but also it does a lot of flashbacks too, so he has experiences with his dad and his mom and his sisters, and then also an inner monologue throughout the book where he's kind of having a conversation with his dad, even though his dad has passed. So it's a very intense book. It was a quick read. But yeah, it has flashbacks and then also is in the present of him in the belly of a whale. So that's the brief synopsis of it.
All right, that sounds cool. What was your overall opinion of this book? How did it make you feel?
So my overall opinion was that I really liked it. I don't know if I would necessarily say I loved it. I was hoping to love it, but I did really like it. Yeah. That was my opinion, my initial opinion. I definitely wanted to keep coming back to the book.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, I would.
Why is that?
Yeah, I think while I was reading it, I had a pretty strong connection to the characters and definitely the main character, Jay. So I feel like people would connect with the book in some way. I think that it's really interesting, especially for people who are into science. I'm not really a science person, but I found it really fascinating anyway. So that's a reason I'd recommend it. And I think especially, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, that kind of a relationship, if you can relate that way, one way or the other, it can be a really good book about relationships.
What was your favorite part or least favorite part of the book?
My favorite part was definitely the flashbacks in the book, and then also when he was talking to his dad, because I just felt like that was really good character development. Again, it helped me connect with the main character and connect with the story. So I think because there were so many scientific aspects to the book that wasn't really my interest or I wasn't really understanding, I think that relational aspect was really important. So I think then on the flip side, I'd say the thing I didn't like was that some of the terminology in the book was a little bit confusing and almost made the book hard to read in places because I felt like I was rereading some paragraphs due to some of the language that I didn't quite understand.
For sure. Did the book teach you anything?
Yes, I feel like I struggle to an extent with some of my relationships currently in my life. So I think the book was a really good lesson on the fact that life is short, and I think we owe it to the people in our lives to really try to mend what might be broken. It's a book about forgiveness. I think it taught me to not make assumptions, because I think we do that a lot in life where we're assuming the worst about somebody, and instead we should take the time to really get to know them, and maybe there's a reason why they act the way they do or make decisions the way they do, and we of course want people to try to understand us too. So I think that was a big lesson that I learned from it.
All right. So the most important question now.
Okay.
How would you rate this book?
I gave this a 4-star rating. So I think that's it. hopefully this was helpful to you in deciding if you want to read Whalefall. It has a really cool cover, by the way. And you can catch me on our next video after I finish my next book, which will hopefully be next week. I will see you then.
All right.